Picture this. One Ferrari glides into view like it was sculpted by an artist with a racing license. The other arrives looking like it just escaped from a war zone at 200 miles per hour. This is not just a comparison. This is a family argument at full volume. The Ferrari 330 P4 versus the Ferrari F40. Grace versus aggression, symphony versus explosion. Which one wins? Honestly, your heart loses either way. Let's start with the Ferrari 330 P4, because this thing is not a car. It's a rolling masterpiece with a pulse. Born in 1967, the P4 was Ferrari's answer to the Ford GT40 during one of the fiercest rivalries motorsport has ever seen. And look at it. Long, low, impossibly elegant. The kind of shape that makes modern supercars look like they're trying too hard. If beauty could race, this would be it. Under that gorgeous body sat a 4.0-liter V12, making around 450 horsepower, which in 1967 was basically black magic. It revved hard, screamed louder, and delivered power with the kind of drama only Italy can produce. The P4 didn't just go fast, it sang its way down the straight. This wasn't a car for casual driving. This was a Le Mans gladiator wearing couture. And then there's the F40. If the P4 is opera, the F40 is a heavy metal concert with no crowd barriers. Launched in 1987, this was the last Ferrari personally approved by Enzo himself. And honestly, it feels like he wanted to leave the world with one final threat. The F40 doesn't do elegance. It does intimidation. Vents, wings, sharp edges, exposed purpose, everything about it says, I was not built for comfort. I was built to ruin your confidence. It's two 9-liter twin-turbo V8, pushed out 478 horsepower. And unlike the P4's flowing delivery, the F40 hits like a betrayal. There's lag, then violence. Press the throttle, and for a split second you think, this is manageable. Then the turbos wake up, and suddenly your soul is 3 car lengths behind you trying to catch up. No traction control, no ABS, no mercy, just carbon fiber, boost, and bad decisions. Inside, the contrast gets even better. The P4 feels like a racing cathedral, focused, purposeful, but still beautiful. The F40? It feels like Ferrari threw out everything that didn't make the car faster, then looked at the leftovers and said, still too luxurious. Pull-cord doors, thin seats, bare cabin. It's basically a race car that barely tolerates the idea of number plates. So what's the difference in personality? The 330 P4 is the elegant assassin. It doesn't need to shout, because it already knows it's unforgettable. It's the kind of Ferrari that makes you stop, stare, and question whether cars peak too early. The F40 is the street fighting legend. Loud, raw, aggressive, and completely unapologetic. It doesn't care if you think it's too much. That's the whole point. The P4 is art with horsepower. The F40 is horsepower with anger issues. The P4 makes you whisper, wow. The F40 makes you yell something unrepeatable. So, who wins? If you want timeless beauty, racing heritage, and the pure romance of Ferrari's golden era, the 330 P4 is untouchable. It's one of the most beautiful race cars ever built, full stop. But if you want raw speed, analog danger, and the kind of supercar that still scares people decades later, the F40 takes the crown. It's not just iconic, it's feral. Truthfully, this isn't really about which car is better, it's about what kind of madness speaks to you. Do you want the Ferrari that looks like it belongs in a museum, or the Ferrari that feels like it belongs in your nightmares? Either way, one thing is clear. Ferrari didn't just build legends. It built different kinds of obsession.